What's good with YouTube? You already know this is Big Flacco with a convicts reaction where we smash, dash, and I'm gonna react. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to help support this channel, and hit that bell notification for future fire reactions from your boy Big Flacco. So, man, I haven't really watched this video all the way, man, but so I'm not gonna really go into too much elaborate till I hear it. You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna be Bozo, I guess, spoke on Goldtoes on the Haters World. So I'm gonna see. I'm kind of gonna peep this out. It's not that long of a video, but you know, Bozo at times, man, he's very. Sometimes Bozo is sharp. Sometimes I like to hear the things he says. And sometimes you can tell that he has a persona that can kind of move a group. But then sometimes he says certain things that you kind of question that maybe he has some hidden motives or he has a biased feeling towards certain groups. You know what I mean? You can't help it. That's just the reality, man. He's gonna be who he's gonna be. Can't hate on that. Let's check it out though. Here we go. Let me find it. Here we go. Haters World, huh?
All right, Jason, I want to switch it up just a little bit. This is a very hot topic. Not only want to say hot, controversial topic, a very topic that might get people in their feelings. So I don't want to hear nobody saying that I didn't ask, but people in the comments and even myself, I'm wondering, how do you feel about Goldtoes signing Southside artists?
How do I feel about? Okay, I feel that okay, so I feel like that group of people, individuals,
The ones that are signing or the ones
no,
that are trying to sign
him,
Okay.
his label, his group. I think that they have a business model that is very, how should I say, like, it's influenced by the African American.
I gotta stop right there. See, this goes to show, right, that I don't think Bozo was in prison when the end all hostilities, you know, took place. I don't know if he was really around too many Norteños. If there was separation, segregation, or whatnot, I don't know. I don't know what level he was on, level 2, level 3, whatever, right? But that comment right there, he's stereotyping Northerners, man. And I did a segment with Cholo Trucker a long time ago, and we did one about the dress attire. You know how we grew up, the Cholo look. And he was under the misconception that like we acted more like Africanos and whatnot, which was not really true during my era. Some have adapted to it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just a cultural thing in the Bay. You're starting to see a lot of people from down south who you would typically say, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying, they're acting like Africanos. No, it's more of a hip hop social type of interaction with how people act, universal in a sense. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, man, because there's certain things that maybe more African Americans, blacks, whatever you want to, you know, use. There may be some things that they do more amongst their people than they will just an overall collective. But there's a lot of times they'll act the same way, whether you're black, brown, or white, on some things. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people have an issue with the N-word, you know what I'm saying, which I understand it. And that may be the only thing that could be an issue that could be presented to the table. And right now you have a little debate about that. The youngsters are like, man, it doesn't mean anything racist. The old timers don't like it, man. You know, you're gonna have people with different opinion, but you got to remember, there's some people who that sometimes those words associated with, you know what I'm saying? Even though it doesn't have the ER at the end, it was still a term that was used just amongst black Americans or blacks, you know, to identify each other. You know what I'm saying? And people forget that, you know, the struggles that a lot of different groups went through. So, I mean, you know, in times, sometimes, you know, you got to heal wounds, right? And say, okay, get over it. But then again, certain things, you never know how a person may feel. So whatever reaction you get to it, hey, is what it is. And see, a lot of times because of that, people categorize Northerners, okay, they're copycat, not Africanos. You know, there's similarities, but there's a big difference with Northerners.
Way of doing business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning they don't necessarily sign artists based on talent. They sign artists based on hype.
Hype.
You know what I'm saying? So
I disagree with that one, man. You know, this so far, I mean, a lot of times when Bozo speaks, I can agree with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff when it comes to the North, I don't think he really got the North dialed in like he thinks he does, man. I think he has a lot of bad assumptions. And I think I think, to be honest with you, I think he hates on the North. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it 100. That's just my personal opinion. Anything that comes around the North, it has to be attacked with, certain gang slogans. He didn't like certain individuals associated with fucking Goldtoes. And I don't even think he's even had a second to even having a conversation with Goldtoes. Goldtoes is a businessman. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if I was someone like Bozo, you don't have to sign with a dude. I'd want to get into the dude's head and figure some things out, man. If you could learn something, someone who's mastered that craft, who's took it to a whole nother level, a lot of the people who were in the industry in the beginning were African Americans. JT the bigger figure, but he showed Goldtoes a lot of things, and Goldtoes was able to, expand it. And you can't fucking take nothing from what Goldtoes did, man. He did that and bounced out of state and did it over there too.
So to me, when you're signing artists and creating a movement under that premise, it's exploitation.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think that it's all about exploitation, dog. Because let's be real, dog. Look, how many respectable artists is there that represent our flag? There's a few. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a few talented, young, and grown.
Now, what does he mean by the flag? Because is it a Rasa flag? Is it for all those that are of Latin descent? I mean, what is it? What's he talking about here? Or is he just talking about the Sureño bandera?
But then they went to go sign the guy that's the most fucking controversial.
Viral, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
to me, that right there is a clear indication of what their intentions are.
Correct.
He clearly doesn't like Swifty Blue, as we already know. And the one thing that I give it to Bozo, he has every right to be upset with fucking Swifty Blue when Swifty Blue was talking about all that, those DO remarks. You know what I'm saying? But that's clearly who's directing that, man. And the reason why I think Goldtoes signed Swifty Blue is he doesn't think past tense. See, what's held back a lot of Southern rappers is because they're more traditionally the old school, the Cholo style, Lil Rob type of style. That's okay for like a one-hit wonders here and there, but it's not going to take you to that fucking to where you're trying to go. If you're trying to evolve, you've got to change your ways. And so Swifty Blue is one of the very few rappers who's actually changed his style. It came a little bit different,
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I say it in one of my songs. They say they want peace. Nah, they want a piece of our action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stand on that, dog, because there's no real opportunities being handed down by none of that, dog. You know what I'm saying?
So I think this is a piece. I don't think the Northerners need that piece of the action. I mean, they've already made a lot of moves up down south as well. As far as if he's aligning and understanding what's going on in the state, then I think that he's stepping out of his street politics or street politics. But when they are ran by prison politics, you got to be careful what you say. And the feds don't want peace; they don't want no peace. As far as the federal faction, the state's a whole different agenda, and they're aligned with the state Sureños and state, big homies. And to make remarks like that, man, it goes back to the American Cholo remark he made. If it was even, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't want peace. If the numbers were even in our heads, and this is no disrespect, we would believe. This is what we would believe. We would believe that we'd win. Because of our structure, our discipline, and all the things that we apply, that a lot of groups have actually copied our program. And those are facts. A lot of people will identify with that. That's where our head would have been. I'm not saying that's true, guys. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that in our head, that's what we would believe. We believe that we'd be able to win. You know what I'm saying? But it would also force the Southerners to adapt if the numbers were even. It would change the element of things a little bit, man. But you got to remember, the Northerners have been so strict and so rigorous with their functions and discipline that it'd be a whole different ball game if it was even. I'm not saying that the Northerners would win or Southerners or whatnot. There'd be a lot of bloodshed. You know what I'm saying? Every time there's been both groups where they're both fucking equal, no one really comes out of winning that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that the Northerners wouldn't want peace. I think they always wanted peace. The NF always wanted peace in the beginning. They just wanted their fair share, their piece of the pie. And now that they after so many years, they're being given their piece of the pie, that's where there's no longer any issues. certain remarks could create issues. And that's where on YouTube, anybody that's allegedly active, like I said, you gotta be responsible for what you say on here.
Saying it's just, if anything, it's just to build a circus and make it bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's
Use and
it.
abuse.
Hell yeah.
Do you see yourself working with Mr. Goldtoes in the future, or is that
Never,
something that
never. Nah, I don't even know him, dog. So I don't want to sound like I'm hating on the man or I have
Yeah.
animosity towards him. But
You gotta give Haters World a little bit of he's running this interview very simple, and he's letting Bozo just answer the questions. He's not really agreeing or disagreeing. He's just running the interview. That's what I like about Haters World. Whether he cares about actives and dropouts or whatnot, whatever his opinions, it doesn't bother me. I like the way he does his thing. I like when he fucking just keeps it raw how he feels.
I'm sure he feels the same way. If I don't need nobody, then I don't need nobody. You feel what I'm saying? I'm good, you know? I'm
No.
happy with my growth, dog, and where I'm at. Like, my success speaks for itself, dog. Like, I'm not, you know, like I said before, dog, as long as my loved ones are good, dog, and we're winning, fool, that's all I really give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying?
facts? Now you said how you felt about what Goldtoes is actually doing down here, but how do you feel about the artists that are giving in and signing to that?
Good question.
I think that's a situation that they look, no homie, right, really wants to do that.
Okay.
So if motherfuckers are doing it, it's because they had to bend their will. You know what I'm saying? They had to bend their will because they're not doing.
They may not want to do it. We do a lot of things in life, but it's all about business related. If you think this is going to be best for your personal career in business, fuck. See, that's what I'm saying. That's where the street politics and gang shit fucks up music, is people bring that shit into it. This is a trade. This is a fucking business. It should have nothing really to do with North or South. Those are identities to what you represent. It has nothing to do with music. Go make some good music. Push that agenda. But if you bring the gang stuff into it, you're never going to evolve, man. And that's where he's being closed-minded, I think, on a lot of this stuff, man. You know, it's like this. If you have a chance to go to fucking San Jose State or something like that, right? Or some smaller college, right? Let's say just a fucking Pepper. I don't fucking know. You see Shasta. So I'm making up some fucking Stanford or fucking Yale or Princeton or fucking one of these fucking prestigious schools, right? Are you gonna pick and you don't have to pay nothing? What school are you gonna pay? Which one are you gonna go to? You're gonna go to the one that's gonna give you the best career. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go to. That's why when people go to college, they don't just stay home. Okay, well, I'm from California. I gotta stay fucking in California. I'm from the base. I'm gonna go to Berkeley. Nah, people fucking spread their wings and they change because it's best for them. That's why people's opinions on all this stuff, I don't think is really relevant. Now, if your whole purpose for rapping is to push one agenda for your fucking gang, for your hood, then that may be an issue. But man, this is a business decision, man. This is a career. If people feel Goldtoes is going to get him to where they need to get, fucking by all means handle that, man. Goldtoes don't know no color but green, and that's what people need to understand. When you go to work, right? Are you bringing your fucking gang with you? Are you fucking like, hey, bro, I can't fucking do this job over here because he's a bulldog, he's a Sureño. Nah, you're not. You're going to do your fucking job and that's it. Outside of your job, that's your personal life. That's what you do. But on the fucking workplace, it's your job. And it's the same thing with fucking the rap game.
The necessary moves and actions to protect themselves from desperation.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like the only time that
I don't think it's desperate moves. I think it's what they feel is the best move.
the only time that an enemy and an enemy will become friends is when they have a bigger enemy.
Yeah.
And sometimes wealth, financial gain is the ultimate enemy.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? If you're broke.
I mean, traditionally, let's think about it. How many of you Southsiders that are watching this, right, have not been in prison, have really ran into a North Daniel? So what is your hate towards them? I'm just curious. And vice versa. I can see the upstate problems and whatnot, right? You know, I think fucking Bozo's being fucking. I get his push for his Southside, which is nothing wrong with it, but I think he's a little biased here. I think he's hating on those that want to spread their wings a little bit. I think he's hating on any type of unification as far as on a business level. This ain't no gang shit. This is business. He sounds like he's a hater. I don't think, and I think that may be part of it a little bit. You know, would he sign with Goldtoes? He said no. I don't think Goldtoes would even try to sign him though. Let's just be straight up about it. not saying that he's a garbage rapper or anything. He's all right for his style, but it's not going to really it's not going to click except for where he's from, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? His element is just, you know what I'm saying, down south. You know, he's an all right rapper. He can rap, but he has a one-dimension style that doesn't really fucking circulate fucking across other fucking races and whatnot. That's the truth.
That's your biggest adversary, bro. Don't be in the fucking comments, dog. Go get your bread.
Yeah.
Go fight that situation and overcome that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like they say, don't go to the grocery store if you're hungry.
Most definitely. Hell
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly. So that's what I think about that. You know, and to each his own, dog. I choose not to make moves or take action out of desperation, you know?
Yeah, correct.
All right, man. That was a pretty good video, man. But you know what? I mean, I'm just gonna keep it 100, man. Those rappers are signing with Goldtoes. They're making a business decision that's gonna be in their best interest, man. I mean, I think that Bozo has a little bit more, maybe there's more of an issue behind his issues with Swifty Blue, and it's why he's been had such criticism of fucking Goldtoes. Maybe he's mad because he wasn't fucking signed. I don't know. But there's an obvious little distaste that he has for fucking up north. There's no way to deny it. The way what he said on American Trollo pretty much showed me enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that's the reality, that's the truth, which is okay. If that's how he feels, that's how he feels. You know, sometimes when I hear him talk, he has a little bit of intelligence. He knows how to speak. He knows how to walk that tightrope. You know, I watched how when they had that little event to promote positivity in the neighborhoods, then why aren't you promoting any other positivity anywhere else? Why are you so against any type of interactions with the North? Why were so many remarks that he made in this fucking spill subliminal shots towards the North or direct shots towards the North? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about his Pinta history. I don't really try to judge him either way. You can tell he's a convict. He's done some time here. I mean, but at the same time, there's certain things that don't make no sense to me. Being in those environments, you know what I mean? That I can tell the difference between someone that's really been on a level 4, really been in the shoe, really been around big homies for their faction, and those that have maybe short interactions and want you to believe that they were more than what they are. I'm not saying that's who Bozo is, but that's how I perceive him as. With that said, it's your boy Flacco. Convict's reaction, always keep it raw and real.